No matter what industry you're in, inventory management is crucial to increasing efficiency within your company. Whether you find yourself in a rapidly growing startup or a legacy company that is sick of less than optimal systems, Cetec ERP simplifies inventory management. With easy data entry and maintenance on floor or in the warehouse, automates and centralizes traceability and inventory control, and facilitates lean practices. All of these contribute to more efficient, scalable business. Let's take a look at how Cetec ERP creates efficiency in the warehouse. First, purchasing has placed a PO, and then production scheduled jobs based on this delivery, and now the receiving dock finally has the packing slip in hand. We have the warehouse receiving screen open on a laptop, and we see on the packing slip from the vendor the purchase order number we issued to the vendor. We enter that PO number on the receiving screen, and it automatically recognizes the open purchase order in the system and the lines waiting to be received. You check the quantity, enter the lot and date code, and do a visual inspection if required. In many environments, it's common for purchase orders to have tens or hundreds of line items. Therefore, Cetec ERP contains a handy Receive All Lines feature to help your receiving personnel remain efficient in processing incoming receipts. This can be enabled with the configuration setting Receiving Enable Multi-Line Receipt. Upon receiving against PO lines, you have a few workflow options to route that inventory. You may set received parts to quarantine pending the passing of an incoming inspection. You can view more on this process in the Inspections and Quality Control demo. You may opt to take these parts directly to the shop floor if Cetec tells you there are hot orders waiting on the receipt of this material to continue production. Lastly, and most common, you may set them to be put away into stock by printing a bar-coded label for that receipt, which can be used to scan to put away into a warehouse location. Additionally, we can view the receipt object that offers a couple valuable functions. First, note the ledger impact. Upon receipt, there is immediate ledger impact, debiting your inventory accounts and giving you a place to attach a packing slip for accounting to easily reference when paying the invoice. Second, note that a receipt of inventory against a PO line automatically creates an internal lot code tracked FIFO layer of inventory. This layer of inventory is tracked from cradle to grave. Any quantity of material adjusted or used from that internal lot will be tracked and traceable automatically with no additional effort. Notice how you can look up a single receipt of material and see all bins where it currently exists in inventory, all work orders it has been used on, and all final customer shipments it has ultimately gone out on, potentially through many layers of multi-level batch or subassembly production. This traceability carries import to both actual costing of manufacturing and traceability of materials used in production, which are critical aspects of meeting regulatory requirements in certain industries, such as medical, military, aerospace, and food or beverage supply chains. Once material is received, inspected, and put away, we can see how to issue that inventory to actual work orders or shipment. The production scheduling reports in Cetec are real-time aware of whether the material needed for production has arrived, and if not, when the material should be arriving. These material shortage flags will flip to indicate to production planning that the order is here and ready to go. From these reports, the planning team can release work orders to production by printing work order travelers or by making digital assignments to pick queues to notify warehouse personnel to issue material to production for a job. The warehouse pick crew may work from a tablet or laptop to gather the materials and components dictated by the work order kit, or may work from a printable pick list generated by the work order based on the BOM revision. They will log the picks to the pick part screen with the capability to force scanning of the receipt label printed at receipt. You can configure the order of the pick parts list to order parts based on bin or shelf location for more efficient navigation through the warehouse. You may also set up a batch of orders to pick parts across multiple jobs, consolidating order BOMs and components. To manage scrap, users may use Request More Parts to track scrap from the production process, increase material requirements, issue a request for the warehouse to fulfill, and provide a report of scrap and material efficiency on the floor. Finally, note the existence of the Auto Pick feature, which lets you pick all components on the BOM without having to pick from an individual lot or receipt. one by one. This feature is critical for many manufacturers who need a fast and effective way to achieve traceable material control. Once parts are picked, they are allocated to that order and not available to use on other orders. This allows Cetec to leverage this information for work in progress or WIP reporting and as a signal for purchasing and material planning. When the work order is completed into finished goods, the raw material inventory is backflushed. The finished product goes into your inventory for put away to be prepared for shipping. If you are shipping direct to customer, you would simply skip the finished goods step. Either way, inventory is automatically updated from raw material to WIP to finished goods or shipped and backflushed inventory. Industry standard inventory control features are supported. At any time, a user with the necessary role may perform an inventory adjustment with an appropriate reason code. Cycle count or full inventory count programs may be initiated and processed through the system. Finally, any movement of inventory, whether from inventory adjustments, receipts, or shipments, is 100% auditable via the Inventory Activity Report, which represents bulletproof inventory traceability with Cetec. You have real-time inventory counts and accurate inventory valuation with the List by Bin report, along with reports for slow-moving or obsolete inventory with lists like the Historical Part Demand report. Users no longer need to guess on inventory quantity, value, or location. By implementing Cetec ERP, inventory management becomes automated, simple, and accurate.